We're still on match day 33, where we got lots of exciting results, surprising ones as well, and not so surprising ones. Chelsea once again lost to Manchester United. This was not really a surprise, but the result now means that Chelsea are failed to score in 4 consecutive league games. Victor, why do you think the goals have suddenly dried up for the Blues?
Well, first of all, Nicholas Jackson says hello, right? Um,
Hmm.
I think one of the biggest problems this season has been Cole Palmer because he has been quite ineffective, and he's also had some bad luck with injuries. Another thing is why I mentioned Nicholas Jackson is that they don't really have a decent striker. He was quite maligned last season when he was still with Chelsea, but he still did quite a better job than Joao Pedro and Liam Delap combined. Joao Pedro is not very consistent, and it also looks like his best position is rather as a shadow striker, not a target man. Not to mention that he was also injured for the United game. And Liam Delap, I think the less we say about him, the better. They keep having to rely on people like Enzo Fernandez to bang them in, and it simply cannot happen on a regular basis.
Yeah, fair enough. And then moving down to the relegation scrap marks, Leeds produced an emphatic display to beat Wolves 3-0. How important was that victory for them in terms of escaping relegation?
I mean, definitely crucial. Now they're 8 points ahead of Spurs and 6 ahead of West Ham. So now they might even dream about FA Cup and probably even rotating in some games in Prem. If they get at least 1 or 2 good results in Prem, they're definitely free for the FA Cup games. So, I mean, after that result, we can definitely look at them in FA Cup. Maybe they can do that.
Fair enough. Anyways, back to you, Victor. Bournemouth put in a strong display to beat Newcastle at St. James Park and maintain the current longest unbeaten run in the league. How impressive was that win away from home?
Very. I mean, how many times have we seen bigger or much bigger teams go to St. James's and just fold under the pressure? It was genuinely a great team performance from Bournemouth, and they showed once again just how far they've come under Iraola. I can only hope Marco Rose can keep things going because I think Iraola will be missed much more than people realize once he leaves Bournemouth this summer.
Yeah, fair enough. And then back to you, Max. Did you ever imagine that a game between Brentford and Fulham would end in a goalless draw?
I mean, honestly, I'd say so because with the way Brentford played last time, it's actually their third goalless draw in the last 5 in Prem and fifth consecutive draw. So I definitely saw a draw coming between these two. But goalless, yeah, maybe I expected some goals, but it happens when you're the only guy that usually scores doesn't appear on the pitch.
Right. And then back to you, Victor. We also witnessed another goalless draw, also in London, coincidentally, as West Ham could only manage a stalemate against Crystal Palace. Although, how crucial is that point for West Ham given their current situation?
I mean, it's massive for them, but it's even bigger for Wolves, isn't it? They're mathematically down. I mean, it's quite funny, funny unless you're a Spurs fan, but it's quite funny how everyone else, apart from Tottenham, who was still in the scrap to avoid 18th place, they've been in good to terrific form lately. Whether it's West Ham, Forest, Leeds, everybody's just been outperforming Spurs. But yeah, West Ham are now 2 points ahead of Spurs. Spurs are playing Wolves next, and if Spurs don't win that one, I think West Ham are actually staying up, and I think with good reason because if you don't beat Wolves, you shouldn't. You shouldn't be able to stay up.
Yeah, that's a very bold statement, but of course, we just have to wait and see how that unfolds. For now, these are the best talking points for match day 33. Lots and lots of implications, but there's still more to come in the Premier League, and we'll be sure to bring everything your way as they happen.